As a lot of you know, I'm a bit of a conference junkie. And one of the conferences about 4 years ago, I was introduced to something called Matterport, Matterport. And it's going to be something that you're going to see a lot more of in the incoming months or the upcoming months because it allows you to have a dollhouse view of the property. Plus, it's basically a 3D, it's set up to do um, artificial intelligence, it's set up for all sorts of things, measurements. Anyways, I thought we would take a look at one, and at the same time, I'll be introducing to you a new listing that we have coming out this week at number 30 Sherwood Avenue. So let me just share my screen with you, and I will take you to a Matterport. Here we are. So this is a new listing that we have at 30 Sherwood Avenue. It is priced at $2,499,000. It is an amazing house. It is a very large, wide townhouse. A lot of the townhouses in North Toronto have a tendency to be narrower than this. This is a very wide one. But I thought I would show you some of the issues of Matterport. So when you have a link to a Matterport, you can go through it room by room, if that's the choice. You can also, if you go down here, you can take a look at the dollhouse view. So here is a view, and all you have to do is move your cursor around and you can see the rooms and how they set up in a 3D version. And then you can go from any room that you may want to. So the options that you have in the Matterport are, you can play, you can explore the 3D space, you can view the floor plan, you can select a floor, and then you can also measure. So this has a lot more options than a lot of the regular, photo virtual tours that you have, but this one is really, really, really good. And it's it's very intuitive once you get used to it, but it takes a while to get used to it, okay? So play around with it. There's nothing you can do that's gonna hurt it, but also it is pretty incredible what it does. So if you go down to the bottom here, let's choose the front porch. So we're gonna start off on the front porch, and as you can see by moving my cursor around, I also can move. It's basically a virtual tour that allows you to move around. If I went into the foyer, which is the next photo, you would see that I have a view of the foyer, and all I have to do to move into another room is to click on the spot that you'll find in the bottom. So then I can take you around and I can show you the kitchen of this property. Now, if I was to take you here and show you the dining room, and I want you to be very, very careful. I do this and I go through it very quickly, but if you have an issue with getting seasick, you might want to just do it on your own. But you can move throughout the building. You can go upstairs, you can see what's happening on the second floor, and it's basically an incredible walkthrough. And you can, when you're in the room, you can go 360 around the room. You can see absolutely everything and move on to the next location. It's amazing, really. It's an absolutely wonderful, wonderful tool that we are going to have, and you're going to see more and more of. Although, there we are, seeing much. So you can walk through the house totally. So I will give you the link. And again, it's called a Matterport. The theme of this today is going to be, what's a Matterport? Oh, there is a Matterport. Actually, you can see it sitting there. It's a 3D camera, quite interesting. And it also does dimensions. So we'll have the floor plans ready for you later on today. And it's a beautiful view of the property. So I want you to take a look at this. I will do a walkthrough as well. And I will encourage you to look at this property on the Matterport, or if you just wanted to, you can go at the bottom again, you can go room by room, you could do that, you can do click here to the kitchen, you can click to the breakfast room, you can move on to the master bedroom, the master ensuite, the second bedroom. They are all there. It's a great technology, and it will, it may suffice for somebody to do a walkthrough, but you can have a lot of detail on this. So if you'd like to see the property, I'm also happy to take you through on a virtual open house, and we'll probably do that within the next day or so. But this is the Matterport, and I just wanted to introduce you to it as it's a great new technology, or not new technology, sorry, I have to say it's not new. It is about 4 or 5 years old, and it gives you a lot of options. And I just want to point wonderful thing about this house, completely opposed to the Matterport itself, is that this is a very large, wide semi. And it has a walkout on the ground floor. It has a walkout on the main floor, which has the living room, dining room, kitchen. It also has a large car and a half built-in garage. It has a gym, which could also be converted to another bedroom, and that would give you 5 bedrooms in the house. Normally it's a 4-bedroom house, but 5 bedrooms in this house. So I would encourage you to take a look, go through the Matterport. I will do my best to, make sure you see it and make sure you get all the information you need. And as I said, if you want to be in North Toronto between Eglinton and Lawrence, you're numbered 30. You're a half block from Yonge Street and maybe a block and a half over to Sherwood Park. And great place to walk and take your dog, and absolutely wonderful. And 4 or 5 bedrooms, definitely for your family. It's a wonderful, wonderful option for you. So I look forward to hearing from you again. If you would like to see this house firsthand, please let us know. We do have PPEs that we made up for everybody who wants to see any of our listings. Happy to take you through with the PPE, or if you want, in the next day or so, I'm just going to go and do a walkthrough that we will be posting as an open house for you. All right, so that is Matterport. It is 30 Sherwood Avenue. In the city of Toronto, and I said, just between Eglinton and Lawrence, about not a very far walk to either one of them. Lots of shopping, lots of restaurants, and this house is a real gem. And look at this oven. I just love that stove and the stainless steel behind. So definitely a great place for you to look at. Happy to show you, and that, this this staircase actually, to me, is a huge architectural, it's like having a beautiful sculpture right in the middle of your house, is this wonderful staircase that was done for this house, and especially for this house. Skylights above, so there's lots of light in the house. This is really a great house for anybody, and I would be happy to live there, but I will also be very happy to sell it to you. So if you want to connect with us, it is Richard Silver, Sotheby's International Realty Canada, part of the Silver Burtnick team, at Sotheby's, 416-587-3300 or 960-9995, or rsilver@sotheby'srealty.ca. So I look forward to speaking to you, and I'm going to stop sharing and say goodbye.